Live from Chicano Street.
We can't pretend that this is the end.
My.
Baby, all I do is think about you. I can't seem to shake you, baby.
Orale, I see you, homie. Hang out.
I swear
That's Easy's in the casa.
that I give you up.
Orale stories. ACP's in the building.
The sorrow for when
Si se
we
puede.
wake up. But for tonight it seems I'm tangled up in you. Tangled up.
Live from Chicano Street every single Wednesday night.
I can't seem to shake you, baby. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up. And I will save the sorrow for when we wake up. But for tonight it seems I'm tangled up in you. Tangled up in you. Tangled up in
My. Live every single Wednesday night from Chicano Street. Let me go ahead and get the chat in here momentarily. Gracias to everyone that's in the chat already, chopping it up and talking it up. That's what we're here for, right? We're here for entertainment. We're here to chop it up. And yes, we got a lot of things to talk about tonight. And we'll get to the fight announcement. Calmado. I guarantee you this. This is another back of the handball. Throw the hands. I'm gonna drop something that I got. Of course, I don't got the official poster yet, cabrones. Cálmate. I'm still working on the other official poster. Hold on. So we'll drop a little animation right now. At the same time I do the announcement. But of course, we got to go through all the formalities. Gracias all the day wonders. I get the chat up right now. Gracias all the day wonders. Gracias to everyone in the members only. You already know who you are. The members only is who I call the backbone of the community. I just dropped, was it yesterday? My Chicano story. Now I'm on part 5. So we don't talk to members only on YouTube. Specific reasons. The members know, though. And I think the members only got the biggest perk in all of YouTube Landia. Every single channel. Why? Because they have VIP access to every single content creator series of fighting fight. Period. They get to pull up when they want, if they want. Not everyone in the members only lives in California, but that's the biggest perk there. So we're going to get there right now. So cálmense, all right? Gracias to all the day oneers, the members only. I want to give a shout out también to all the Chicano channels. Let me get the chat up, though, because I like to see what the conversation is talking about. Even though, of course, I've been accused of neglecting the chat. Not on purpose way. You know, I wish I could just go off it. Kind of like shout out to Norby's on one of my new favorite now. I think it's becoming my new favorite pinchy podcast on YouTube or YouTube channel. Some people get a little bit tid-fitty, right? No, podcast, you got to have at least 2 or more people or whatever you want to call it. Whatever floats your boat. Easily becoming my favorite pinchy channel right there, man. Shout out to Norby's. Run the Fade podcast. Don't forget to subscribe over there, cabrones. Do yourself the favor and run those numbers up. All right, we got the chat up. All right, now I can see the chat. All right, now we'll keep it pushing and moving along. All right. Of course, Cultura Cafe's in the casa. Orale, I said, man, my boy, best channel on YouTube. Well, that really isn't the goal, cabron. You already know. Here we just, it's puro pinche chicanismo. And we're going to talk about that tonight, too, because I think your boy was a little bit guilty, of gaslighting this whole, who's a Chicano? I mean, I had guests after guests. It's one of those. My guests know you're going to come on Chicano Street. We're going to get to that and see if there's any kind of, roots. So I always ask that question. Ask the homie hangout. The homie hangout was there. I mean, we were together on a video in Reno. Cabron, I'm going back soon. We got to do something else, cabron. So I think I gaslit that. We'll get to that. Hold on momentarily. And then all the clips you guys send me, gracias, though. I appreciate it, man. I don't have the time to just be surfing on YouTube, but those clips, I might respond to each single one. But there's more substantial things to talk about, all right? Let's go ahead and keep it pushing, man. But again, it's because of you guys. We're on our way to 10K. So, man, when I rebranded the channel last June, I was just like, just give me 300 Spartans. Now we're on our way to 10K and going strong. I think we did a hell of a job in Califas. We might get into some politics tonight. I think we did a hell of a job positioning ourselves to fatten our wallets up. Because the boat that's currently right now in the White House is sinking, gente. It's sinking. Literally. So we might get into some politics tonight, man, but I appreciate everyone in the comment section. That's right. My boy, Mark 1976, he says, I'm a Tejano. Wait, I don't know why you don't have a wrench, but you're going to have a wrench, all right? Tipsy Dubs versus sobriety. Oh. Now, you know what's a cold thing, though? This is a cold thing, right? The dude ended up attaching himself like a conjoined twin to another guy, and he can't kind of shake that as much as he wants to shake that. Or will Dubs come back in the fold? I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm past all that. I'm past beefs. I have zero issues with anybody, even the runner, believe it or not. People have constantly asked me in the comment section, would you would you do a fight with the runner? And you know what? This is my professional answer. My professional answer is yes. Now, that might burst some bubbles. What do you mean? You already know he ain't going to pull up. And what about them little 10G? Like the little the clavo meme that, who sent that to me? Was it Artie Marin? Artie Marin, right? He sent that to me. What do you mean? And where them little 10Gs you owe me? All that stuff, right? But people want to see that cabron fight L. L has expressed verbally, I guess we're kind of just getting into CCSOF fights. A Prisoner's Awakening has expressed to me his wanting to knock his head off. He wants to knock his head smooth completely off. And I was like, for the business standpoint, it would happen. I definitely would probably get a plan B, a plan C, because I don't know. One pull up, one pull out. Do those kind of offset each other? Again, all that we did it on the internet. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. I don't play that as much as I do talk shit sometimes and get into chisme in real life. For those that know me in real life, know when I hit YouTube, obviously we could talk some shit and do what we do here, but that's not real life. Real life is when I get off this damn thing. So anyways, we're on our way to 10K because of you guys. Speaking of boxing, let's just talk a little bit about Alvarez and Mungua. He's coming up on Cinco de Mayo. That's going to be another classic Mexican fight. Speaking of people that have bumped heads and are still doing business, Oscar De La Hoya still doing business with Canelo Alvarez now. You think Canelo would have signed that contract with Oscar on the other side if there was hate? Hell no. Hell no. So they can sue each other, get in court, and still keep it pushing for business. Now, to the runner, you want to get some kind of foot back of respect, foot back, placing back in YouTube or anything like that? Should listen to the people. Wipe out them little 10Gs. Run that fade with L. Fuck it, we'll do it in Oregon. That's right, my boy. Yard Recall with Buzz. Orale Pocho Livecast is in the building. That's right. Keep it official like a referee's whistle. You already know it. The collab coming soon. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you, Pocho. I got that last DM, cabrón. All to the gravy. You already know what it is, man. It ain't nothing but a party every time we roll through. That's right. Yard Recall with Buzz. Ooh, he's in the building. Modern day warrior, puro Spaniard here. You see it, way. And who's turning away from it? I started doing these cover-ups on my chest. I got half of it now Spaniard and the other half Aztec. Ain't no one denying nothing. Wait, come on. How much indigenous does it show when I got un pinche bigotón y la barba? We already know that's Spanish things. That's Spanish. You know what taught me that? David from Tezcatlipoca. I look at him y ese, a lo mejor ni se rasura. It's funny. They casi ni tienen ni pelo en los brazos. Like, he hardly has the hair and he has that tan complexion. Man, he put me up on so much game. I want to bring him back to the channel, gente. And again, I'm gonna reach out to Marvelous. Shout out to Marvelous. Did I shout out the Chicano channels? I think I did, right? Tony A, Marvelous, even Pocho's in the building, homie Hangout, all the channels, right? I want to bring him back and Marvelous también to talk about some cultura. You know, I messaged him at least 2 or 3 times. I think I messaged him 2 or 3 times. 2 of them might have been for tattoo related. And then he told me that my messages were going to the spam folder or the pinchy. And then I tried to verify on Instagram. We're gonna get to the fight right now. Hold on, gente, cálmase. I got the little flica queued up. It's already queued up. So just give me a second, all right? We'll work our way there. Give me 5. Just give me 5. I don't even know what the hell I was talking about, man. Homie Hangout Buzz, wish you could do more content. That's right. Hey, but you know what? He's probably doing the man hour thing, man. At the end of the day, that's real life shit, man. YouTube is cool, and you can get a bag off YouTube, you know. I'd like to spend more time on here. We'd get through everything I want to get through. We never do in 1 hour, you know. So it's cool. That's right, Death Row Chicanos. That's right, my boy. All right, let's go ahead and talk about it, man. Let's do a fight announcement. Hold on. Let me make sure I go into the... Yeah, that's right. All right. Just because I know a lot of people are here, my content varies, right? Sometimes we talk about substantial, real shit. Sometimes we're talking about true crimes. We can do politics, not too much, but we do politics. You know, we won California. You know, we got Donald J in position. We'll talk about that maybe in a little bit, right? Toward the end. I know it's a little bit of a buzz killer, but toward the end. Shit that does affect me and you. Okay, shouldn't make us fall asleep, but I'll put it toward the end. But let's go ahead and talk about the content, which is Content Creator Series of Fighting. The members only, I just announced in the members only, they are going to get the archive fights. The members only are going to get them. When? When they archive. That means one fight to the next. Now we got April 27th. Here comes April 27th for the people getting ready to throw chingazos. I got 2 roosters, 2 middleweight roosters ready to go head up and run that friendly fade for the people. One individual saying he got a 3-piece in a biscuit to break the other one off, and the other individual saying, I'm sorry to spoil your return to the ring. Hint, hint. I'm sorry to spoil your return to the ring, but April 27th, I'm going to have to be your huckleberry. Who do you think that is? Fight News. Yeah, we're doing it. And why are we doing a quick turnaround? Why is it a 1 month turnaround? Both of these gentlemen are already in shape. Both of them. Isn't it so much better? You stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Isn't that so much better? So we could just run that fade in 1 month, ready to go. Here we go already. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this shit ready, man. Fight announcement. April 27th. We have a middleweight attraction. After a hiatus away from entering the ring, a well-respected Chicano out of East LA returns. Yes, I said returns to the ring to begin knocking heads off people's shoulders. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is one more time. Making his return to the ring April 27th, we got none other than Cholo Trucker getting ready to make his return for the people one more time, April 27th at 7 p.m. and introducing his very game opponent. Ready to go out the gates, stays burpeed up. A middleweight attraction for the people, Mexico versus USA. Fighting out of 209, Stockton, California to be exact. He says he got that Stockton slap. That Stockton slap that's just going to have to put the brakes, pump the brakes on what could be a comeback fight. Will he? Representing the USA and ready to retire and spoil Cholo Trucker's fight career, introducing Yard Recall with Buzz. It's going down April 27th. I've been talking about this for a short while with these gentlemen. We're going to do a different show. We're never going to do anything cookie cutter. Never, 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 ever the same. We're going to go ahead and load this one up with an undercard. Didn't see that one coming, huh? We're going to load this one up with an undercard. And maybe who should we have perform? Maybe Yance? 831 Yance? I don't know. I'm going to reach out to a couple. Maybe we'll do a rap concert. How about that? Switch it up a little bit. Live April 27th, 7 p.m., 160-pound clash. Who's ready? I'm ready. Spoke with both gentlemen. Stay in shape. Sending me videos at 4 a.m. Busting down. Already behind the scenes. Cardio is not a factor. Not here. Here, we got Stockton versus Montebello, California. Getting ready to make his return. Hit a 1 if you've been wanting to see Cholo Trucker fight a second time because maybe you had questions on the first fight. Maybe you were critical of him on the first fight. Maybe, well, I know, it ain't no maybe. He won that fight. So he's 1-0 already. We'll give him that one. He's 1-0 on the YouTube Yarda. At that first unlock, Cholo Trucker got off. And what did the runner do? He rolled it up. He rolled the runner up. So making his return from East LA, we have Cholo Trucker. This is a very, very fun fight. The shit talking has already began behind the scenes. I said some of it right now. Just go back and listen to the replay. But we got two YouTubers that aren't on Team All Talk. That's right, GCR. I appreciate you, amiga. That's right, the other super chat. My bad. I know I missed the other super chat. Someone's made it rain. I appreciate you. I'm going to go back and give you that shout out, man. I appreciate the super chats coming in the building right now. Who's been wanting to see? Who's been wanting to see Cholo Trucker now? Yard Recall with Buzz. Cabrones. He also has sent me some videos. Okay. He's got that blitz on him. I know he's got that blitz on him. Styles make fights. Cholo under pressure with that YA blitz is a little bit different than someone who didn't work out carrying a water bag around his stomach and looked like he was shoveling instead of punching. I'm just saying, Styles make fights. Very affordable, gente. Again, probably a pizza. How about that? Order a pizza, a 6-pack, a 12-pack. This is going to be fun. Let's go ahead and put on some undercards, and let's go ahead and get this cracking. Stories written by a current prisoner. All right, Tony's in the building. All right. Probably has the belt on his shoulder, Pinchy Tony, huh? He's ready to run that fade one more time. He ain't done yet. Let me ask the people this. Did he earn that respect from people that didn't already give it on that first fight, or he didn't? Because I'm going to let you know what I think in my book right now. I don't even know if I've said this on YouTube, but I'm going to say it right now. Again, did stories earn anyone's respect that didn't have it? I'm just talking about the fight. Everything else, try to put the emotions aside, try to put the stories, the videos, the rants, the taking shots, and let's just put YouTube, which is fun and entertaining. I'm just kidding. But let's just put YouTube Landia BS aside. And did Tony earn respect from pulling up? He pulled up. He pulled up to the town. Came in there and got whatever he got right off his chest. To me, it looked, it was a great debut. I didn't even win my amateur debut. I got stopped on my amateur debut. And losing like 2 out of the first 6 fights made me say, hell no. No, 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 no. Mike's Rose in the casa. Is that Yance? Maybe we'll have Yance perform. Come on, gente. On this one right here, there's no security concerns. There's no security concerns on this one, so we're going to have a gate. And on this one, since we're going to have a gate and there's no security concerns, now I can go ahead and distribute a network out with some of the local vendors in the community. And I'll just reach out to them just like on IG. But that's an exciting, exciting fight. Where's the poster at, man? There's the poster. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not the poster. It's an animation. The undercard, a rap concert, and maybe other ideas is going down April 20th. Again, gente, I just want to see him run it. I want to see Cholo Trucker come back. He's saying no headgear. Ain't no one covering their heads. We don't do that. No snocha fights are ever going to happen on Content Creator Series of Fighting. We don't do it that way. We don't. The gloves, probably the smallest ones I can put on these guys. I had last time when EBK and Tony pulled up, I had 2 sets. I had the 12, and they're both Cleto Reyes. Both of them, Cleto Reyes. Shout out to my boxing coaches. You know who you are. The best $800 gloves. 1,000, sometimes 1,200. We had 12s and 10s. But it was a fight day decision. Those 10s on that size would have made a difference. Maybe the fight wouldn't have went had it went full 3 rounds of just water heaters and haymakers back and forth. And you can still catch that. That's on the website. Anyways, all right, you guys. I think we got that out of the way. Or didn't we? Let me go ahead and get into some talk. He said, I want the stories to win. Who Pocho Live Podcast is in the casa. Cabron. He's already showing. I didn't support. I didn't buy a fucking mic, man. Hey, come on, cabron. You're on Chicano Street, way. Don't say that in front of the group of the raza, gente. Hey, what happened with the fight with the homies? The homies look at you and be like, hey, ¿no lo compraste, way? I'm just kidding, way. But you didn't know this. Mi tío sí tenía casa. I right off of Diddy, cabron. Diddy. Actually, my oldest cousin, right, was VSRN, and he ended up doing 13 for a home invasion. Most of the time, he got a hardship. Remember back then, they could do hardships, or people that know. And he did most of the times in Queasy, right? He stayed in Queasy, but he wasn't born here, and then they ended up taking him to Michoacan way. And he didn't go back to Cualcoman because it's a narco city, bro. It's a straight narco city. So they just moved to Jacona. And then my uncle sold the house, bro. It was a fixer-upper house, way. $750. We got $750 for a house that's a fixer-upper. That means floors, paint, cabinets. You know, there was an RV on the grass. I mean, the parcel itself, it was a huge lot, except Dio was kind of stockpiling cars and wasn't really keeping up, right? Wasn't doing any kind of remodels or upgrade. But anyways, I put that out there. Pocho's in the house. That's why, my boy. All right. Let me fight. Si se puede podcast. Órale. What's going on over here? I'm not knowing what's going on, but fighting out of... I'm just kidding. Feed me tube. See. Say. Crazy Vato Loco. What happened to the fight with Tony and Kingpin? Okay, so I'll give you an update on that. The contracts are not signed. The contracts are not signed. They're actually not made yet. So once we get it on paper, then yes, obviously, then it's official, and then we'll put it out there. And I know that's one that people are anticipating. To not give the people that fight would be a damn shame. Almost like I feel with the L fight. Almost like I keep hanging on to that. Again, I'm a promoter. I'm a businessman. I'm never gonna speak to someone and try to close the door on the way out, or even if it goes south or anything like that. You just never know what the future holds. You never know when all of a sudden you're in need of some change. Just don't do nothing strange for a little bit of change. You might need some change later on, a little tax refund check. What you gonna do? You're gonna call Mikey. So I'm not gonna close the door, even if they've expressed no interest. L's expressed interest to knock his head smooth off. And I would like to put that. So I would say that's one also they're anticipating, but they're anticipating way. That one is not. I don't think someone's gonna stay standing way. I think someone's gonna fall. Just let me make it to my seat out of the ring way. Did you like the way we did that though? Man, that's crazy. I'm wondering. I mean, I'm talking about when we stood up there. It looks more executive, right? I was watching Showtime boxing, HBO boxing, looking at pointers. It's called composition, gente. It's called composition. A DP takes care of composition. It's just one element in the whole fucking, the whole event script. So Cholo Trucker was standing right next to me. I don't know what happened, gente. I don't know, because I told Cholo, call me up, right? He wants to run that fade, right? And I'm like, Cholo, all due respect, carnal. All due respect. This is not amateur boxing. I ain't got headgear. These ain't going to be no 14-ounce gloves that probably weighed on his arms the day of the runner fight like 20 ounces after you get all that sweat and you go a full 5 rounds. Can anyone give the runner any credit for at least doing the full 5 rounds, jumping off his couch and smoking frajos in the wardrobe dressing room? I don't know. I'm just asking for the people.
Now you home with us and defend the barrio. Patos locos forever. Forever.
Cholo calls me up and I'm like, bro, you already know we ain't got no headgear. I'm trying to put the smallest gloves. 12s are the smallest I might put on heavyweights. Anyone that's not a heavyweight, I might just put the 10s on them. And I said, and you also know that obviously this is for profit. I don't know what's going to be, $9.99, $14.99. It's something, gente. What you guys did in the first fight, it helped give you the second fight. And, of course, we got the one in November, but there's going to be another one, maybe 2 in between. We're trying to do about 5 fights this year. I only want to deal with individuals that are going to pull up. Lately on the internet, we already know it's been crazy. It's been guerra too lately on the internet. And it's okay. Cálmanse, gente. Some people make it seem like, oh, it's the end of the world. And, sometimes you just got to get the bad blood out. I say as men, why not settle it the way a man should settle it? Off the internet, I just call you. We just pull up. Just pull up. So a little bit later, I'm going to be talking about which side do I choose? Some of the DMs, you guys are crazy, man. Some of the DMs are asking me, which side do I choose from, it was a live on Sunday night with Rhodium Radio. We'll get to that, man, if we can get to that. Because it was the definition of the word Chicano. Gente, let me ask you this, man. Is the definition of the word Chicano, is that controversial or not? I'm trying to understand how I come on here. Again, I rebranded the channel. The whole thing behind the channel is just finding myself. Like, what am I going to do? What am I here for? What am I going to, it's really to help the people. I mean, I got my mom's heart, cabrones. You should see me throughout my day. How many people I help. Not to brag or boast or pat myself on the back. How I think because I got my mother's heart. I pull over on the side of the road and change a tire. Or I think that's all from my mom's heart, man. I was standing over mom's headstone all week. I go Monday through Friday religiously. And I was telling her, Amá, gracias a Dios que me diste tu corazón de oro y no soy un creído. If I was a creído, you would see me a lot more on the internet posting, oh, look, here's a picture they took of me in the Californian passing out food, or a toy drive, or a blanket drive, or the annual this, or the annual that. Gente, just Google it. Because some people can't believe on the internet that there's people that do good, but were raised old school to just, the Bible says, don't let the right hand know what the left hand is doing. Or the left know what the right hand is doing. Si se puede podcast. Let me know, brother. Did I quote that one right? Órale. And so the word Chicano, I came on here and it was like textbook. I said, check this out, okay? It has to be the both parents are 100% Mexican. Now, is anyone really, really 100%? I doubt it. I mean, I just think that we're in 2024. Millenniums have passed, and there's mixtures of bloodline. And I don't know, maybe you have to be a science experiment to be 100% pure. I don't know, and I don't even track that. But anyways, I said that to say this. Your parents have been born in Mexico, and both of them have. Am I saying something's wrong with someone that's half? No, man. Don't even put words in my mouth. This ain't a Chicano supremacist channel. It's just some people take it personal because, yes, they grew up around a lot of Mexicanos. And, of course, maybe they didn't get the finger poked or anything like that. It wasn't something controversial like it is now, like a talking point. Because back then, obviously, you proved yourself in different ways. And once you did prove yourself, you're accepted in the fold. I talked about that in my Chicano story, part 4, on that first case I got. Imagine how many views that would get to my members only that are in here. I don't see any green. To the members only. Imagine how many pinchy views that would get. That first case I caught here on the internet. And it just baffles me. It seems like some people wear like a badge of honor. I don't want to go ahead and get too digress too much, but the definition of the word Chicano is what is it? It's cement and stone, and that's it. Mexican Americans, Chicanos, we make up about 40% of California. We got the numbers. All we got to do is join together and keep it pushing, and we'll have the power to remove any one of these babosos.
I'll kill you! Fuck these other vatos, ese! Get up, Chucky! Get up! You fuck with my familia, eh? You gotta answer to me here and now. Come on, toe to toe.
All right, let me address one other thing before we get into something substantial, okay? Because I do want to get into something substantial tonight, even though it's almost 9 o'clock, man. And again, don't forget who we got April 27th. Here we go, the return. Fighting out of East LA, California. He's ready to silence the critics. He heard a lot of people call the first fight a bad fight. He heard a lot of people talk down on the skills that were displayed on the first fight. But guess what, gente? This ain't going to be like the first fight. This is a head-up friendly fade. We got Stockton versus Montebello, East LA. It's coming to you on April 27th. They're ready to get it right off their chest and meet in the middle of the circle. And guess who else will be there? I will. All right, let me go ahead and keep that pushing. Buzz is pulling it. YouTube Streets. Órale, that's right. YouTube Streets is in the casa, man. Subscribe over to YouTube Streets. You hit me today on the, yeah, that's right. That's my boy. He hit me today up on YouTube. Subscribe over there, man. They got a good conversation over there. Just go ahead and hit that avatar. YouTube Calles, YouTube Streets. It's funny how just for entertainment purposes, because that's all it really is, right? It's entertainment, YouTube. These names get funnier and funnier, man. Some of these names on some of these channels, man, or just some of the troll names even, I'm not going to get into it. You guys are off the hook, man. I'm trying not to block any stupid pendejo, but sometimes there's pendejos that get out of line. Okay, let me answer this DM now. Speaking about Sunday night, there was a live, okay? And I reposted it. I had to. I said, this is probably the live of the year. The live of the month for most certain, because it almost seemed like it was OJ's dream team closing an airtight case against an individual. We'll refer to him as Alvin, maybe. Alvin and the Chipmunks. So some of the backstory, well, there's been a lot of backstory. There's been paperwork. At one point, it turned into a paperwork party on YouTube. And that was happening. Okay, here we go. And why do we talk about it? Pues somos Chicanos, güey. You know, yeah, the Chicanos never 100%, pues ni modo que se va a salir de mí. Interesting things that happen. And of course, aquí on YouTube Streets, like YouTube Streets is in the comment section, on YouTube Streets, they were talking about, you owe me an apology, this and that. I don't need to go into the whole thing. It's like 2 or 3 posts back on Rhodium Radio. Go ahead and do yourself the favor. Go to the an hour and 33-minute mark and grab some popcorn. And it went down, but it was an airtight case. And then the individual went ahead and told you and me. He told us all. He pointed the finger at us and said, you will never come back on my podcast if you go to Rhodium Radio's podcast. Or some people don't like that. Why don't some people like that? Grown men don't really like being told what to do. And a post like that, to me, sounds like this. Bobby, if you play with Billy, you can't be my friend. That's what it sounds like to me. That's right. Shadow Pit's in the building. Blink is in the building. Orale, I send my boy Yard Recall with Buzz. Are you wrenched up already? Ready to go. Pancho Zapata. We got wrench gang in here. That's what it sounds like to me. Which side do I choose? Well, you don't have to choose side because there was actually a podcaster that I really, gente, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe that a podcaster took this super neutral across the board stance and said, I'm just unfollowing all you guys. I'm doing my own thing. That in itself is a publicity stunt. If you got X-ray vision, not everyone has X-ray vision, but I can see through that. Why? Because there was already a fake beef between him and the other guy. There was a fake beef that they admitted, and I'm like, wow, I guess it's nothing new, but they're staging beefs. Fake beefs. The hypocrisy in that is unmeasurable. I mean, what are we trying to do to the people if we're just trying to stage beef for numbers? Now, I get it. The YouTube check, I get that. And maybe I'm not on that level. Maybe I would see things different. Of course, not that I would do things dishonestly. I would always keep my integrity and my character, period. Because I'm a professional at the end of the day, right? But staging beefs, to me, those are what I call little boy activities. Telling people, Bobby, if you play with Billy, we can't be friends. Those are little boy activities. Talking and not pulling up are little boy activities. Now, not propagating for everyone to throw chingazos. And then someone made the comment, oh, well, if we do that, and we're like 15-year-old kids. Well, I beg to differ. I think actually we can show an example. We could put the cuetes down and we could put the gloves up. And we could be like, look, there's a discussion that didn't have to be taken to level 10 to like Carlitos, like Benny Blanco said, Carlito motherfucker to the max, and could have just settled it with a friendly fade. And the issue might not have been resolved, but I guarantee you respect would have went back in place. You see like GSP and Nick Diaz constantly on promotions. The bad blood. People want to see two people with bad blood throw chingazo, especially when the shit talking gets good. Let's keep it real, right? But what happened immediately after the match? What happened to those 2-3 months of the media, of they're each other's worst enemy, and they can't be in the same room, and they're throwing bottles and behind-the-scene melees? As soon as it was over, the bag was going to hit the bank. What did they do? They embraced, they hugged, and they said, yeah, this was really to sell the fight. Let's just keep that a buck. Which side do I choose? I guess this is what I mentioned, right? It's very simple, gente. It's very simple. There's a side that I would encourage youngsters to watch. There's a side that the people that I mentor, I would say, this person is going to lead you right. There's that side. And then there's another side that is only into playing games, little boy games. There's another side that's only into little boy activities. Keep things going. It calms down for a little bit, and then they don't know how to act. And next thing you know, they got to run their numbers up, and they got to stir it up again. And we're back to the same thing. Believe it's these narcissist manipulators that are 100% doing this. This is like they've got a timeline for these things. Believe it. Or you could be the man and say, you know what? It ain't really just talking too much. Call Mikey at Content Creator Series of Fighting and let's make it happen, Captain, if we really want to squash it. Again, there's going to be a peace treaty pretty soon. There's going to be a peace treaty. It's coming. It's coming. It's just not there yet. When is it going to happen? As soon as someone picks up the phone. Picks up the phone. That's when it's going to happen. Or maybe there's not. Or maybe their blood's too boiled. Or it's just too, I don't know. But which side do I choose? Obviously, just like I had mentioned, it's without a shadow of a doubt. It's the grown man side. We ain't into talking. We ain't into doing too much yipping and yapping. What we're going to do is we're going to move the table. We're going to move the table. I don't know if it's going to be live or not. I don't know if it's going to be recorded or not, right? You know, because obviously we'll set that tone. Ain't going to be no motherfuckers like Crip Mac and the DP where they had cameras there. Let me let you know. In the real world, what would have happened during a DP like that with Crip Mac, the other dudes, the ones that were filming, if shit ran normally, the other dudes that pulled that, hey, why are you recording the homie? You trying to get the homie caught up? They got the next DP right there on the spot, right there. If there was 2 or 3 phones pulled out while Crip Mac was getting his issue and making it right with his neighborhood, we should have heard about 3 or 4 if shit would have been back in the 90s. So anyways, which side do I choose? Yeah, there's the right side, and then there's the side that's just going to keep digging, that's going to say, don't play with Bobby. And then get ready for that post to be deleted, gente, because that's one of those emotional posts that he wishes he never posted because like, oh, shit. Hey, someone talk to me, eh? Yeah, Marvelous was right. Marvelous was right. This individual would have gotten into 5 wrecks within his first 90 days. I mean, 5 wrecks. But if the individual never went through something like that, he'll never know it. I don't care as much as you hear it, as much as people are around you. You think you know it. You don't know it unless you lived it. I'm sorry to burst people's bubbles. And that's not a badge of honor. That's embarrassing shit. I think only in California they're proud and they wear it like a badge of honor. And if you were, imagine being in Mexico. Pinche Rudy. Ese pinche callejero siempre cae a la cárcel. He'd be the one not even talking to anyone at the barbecue, embarrassed. He's the black sheep. And in California, they want to stick their chest out and put a tank top on and say, look at me. I'm an overgrown kid. Anyways. Yeah. So it's plain and it's simple, okay? Norby Lightning's in the casa. Órale. Pinche Norby's. I seen that, man. I played that last way. Hey, do me a favor, gente. Go and run up those numbers, man. There's team all talk and there's team pull up. Norby's, man. You did you see that? If you didn't know, I'm letting you know right now. And even if the homie hangout or whoever else is in the comment section will let you know también, you expose one of his weaknesses, way. Do you see how out of character he's subliminal? He's not. He's telling you he wants you to stop. He's telling you he wants you to stop. He didn't think you were going to take it to this level. What are you doing? It's called the dose of your own medicine. Look at the 3-4 months of captions, pendejo. He called them the gender neutral boys. Oh, That's crazy, man. And we're just talking about right now. It's so controversial. I think I gaslighted the word Chicano, right? I started the channel. I didn't know nothing. I didn't script this nor fucking, I was just shooting off the hip. I said, I'm going to teach cultura, right? And I guess the definition, I must have gaslighted. Now, I did do a reaction. I think I did. When Marvelous and AC, when that hit the fan, I don't know if that's what you want to call it, hit the fan. I think I did a reaction. Did I take it down? I might have taken it down, man. I might have taken, when I rebranded the channel, I was just doing away with anything that had to do with the old backgrounds. So I'm not saying I started it, but I think I gaslit that shit. And it's true. But why do people have a complex about it? It's like me being in a room full of Koreans. And I'm going over there and I'm telling them I'm Korean because I grew up in Koreatown. But I'm in Korea and I'm real Korea. I'm over there. I don't look like them. I don't talk like them. I don't even know Korean, but I'm trying to convince them that I'm Korean. They'll look at me like, this dude's a straight pendejo. So it's not that I was saying, I'm like, you know what, be the best Latino, whatever, but there's a complex there. There's an obvious complex. What do you mean? Da, 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 da. So he's taking Miklo's definition of the word Chicano. So does Miklo have it right? Obviously he doesn't, Miklo, man. You mean good, cabrón. Miklo, you mean good. And again, it's no knock on anybody. You mean good. Let's move on. Because it shouldn't be controversial. I asked it in the beginning, is it controversial or not? This is not controversial, but some people have a complex, and it is what it is, man. I don't know. Anyways, that's right, G Sierra. I appreciate you, amiga. Gracias. I appreciate you for tapping in, G Sierra. Denver May. That's right. Orale, Tony. Proud like they are forklift certified. Well, you know what we're going to start doing, man? We're going to start Chicano Street passing out Chicano Street certifications to these cabrones. These guys are going to have to come through the calle. And right here, based on our dialogue and conversation, we'll either stamp the Chicano card or you get kicked off Chicano Street. That's puro pedo, man. I'm sorry. I haven't even talked about nothing substantial all night, man. It's because I got Norbies over here in the comment section the Run the Fade podcast, man. I think those calls were wild. Yes, that dude from San Diego, he said he's going to take off his batteries. But, this is what's not funny is that you got to go out in public. If you're picking a beef with a person every single video, one day you're going to have to go out in public. And every single video you got, for the numbers, for the likes, I get it, man. I hope you're getting paid. You know what I mean? What you might need to do with that is get some life insurance. Make sure if you got the kids, get the kids set up. Because if you're doing a video on a person, it's just one. That's the kind of energy you're reciprocating to yourself. That's like a boomerang. So you're releasing that, boom, y te pega la chingada en la cara. And two, it's going to catch up. It's going to catch up. You're going to get snaked. We call it snake. Some people in SoCal, I heard them call it dope fiend. We call it snake. You'll get snaked. And hopefully that's just all you get is snaked, cabrón. The 200 gender neutral boys. Pinchy Norbies, man. Oh, man. Again, gente, it's all entertainment. It's all for the gente. You like any channel, you tap in, man. I'm subscribed, man. I follow channels until they want to block me, I guess. I don't know. Again, I come on here for shits and giggles. That's right. Mikey handing out certifications. I like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to hand out a certification for Chicano channels, right? First, they got to be on the channel. Second, we got to go through those questions. And that way we see them fit. Okay, yes, this is a person. Follow them. You know what? They got great advice. These are the people you could really follow. They ain't one foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I mean? Like Marvelous said, politician gangbangers. Gangs are low level. And then the very next video, I'm still on my block. I don't know, man. We should keep it pushing, man. It's 9 o'clock, gente. Everything substantial I wanted to talk about, I did not talk about it, but at least I got to let you know who's fighting on April 27th at 7 o'clock. If you already have the link to the website, that's all you need. Every single fight is gonna be on the website. Hailing out of East LA, the return of Cholo Trucker, 160-pound clash. We don't need no 3-month training camp because both of these individuals are ready to go. They told me. They've shown me. They've sent me videos already. Busting machine at 4 in the morning. We got Buzz from Stockton 209 says he's going to stop this little return. He's going to spoil this little return and prove that Cholo Trucker just needs to be on the sideline with a microphone. I don't know. What do you think? Is he going to do that? Or do we got Cholo Trucker saying, chale, it wasn't my fault. The runner just ran the whole time and looked like a turkey. But on this one, Cholo Trucker's running that full fade. 160-pound middleweight attraction is coming April 27th, you guys. I hope this is a very fun fight. Affordable, gente. I don't know. Let's make it 15 bolas, 10 bolas, something like that. I am going to put an undercard in this, and I am going to put I'm thinking of a hip-hop concert. You guys want to see that? Maybe we'll do like a music video. Yeah, maybe we'll get a low rider. How about that? Let's get a low rider and a music video and stuff like that. And then I went like this and stuff like that. Chingado las mañas, way. Okay. Anyways, that's right. Firme too. Getting Boo Boo held hands all day, man. I don't know if they did, bro. Hey, cabron, let me keep it real with you. I have no issues, man. That individual keeps digging himself a hole every time he opens his mouth. And then he tells the youngsters, follow me. He's confused, man. I've been a gang prevention. Let me move this before I'm going to finish saying this, man. I've been a gang prevention specialist since 2010. I've been an ordained minister since 2012. I've worked with the city of Salinas since I came home in 2008. In 2015, I started going for the CTF Soledad and both Juvenile Hall and the Youth Center, and I just let the CTF Soledad meeting go, and I kept those. Not to toot my horn, all these donations and drives and everything, great. For the people community, they help a lot. Pero no soy creído. I don't need to put a picture, a post, or an article. Easily could just tell the camera guy, KSBWA, CBS 46, hey, send me a clip. Let me have a clip of that for my social media. Me vale. There's a lot of us like Marvelous too. He does a lot in the community. You don't see it. Handing out dinero, paying for groceries. Handing out ropa. Helping people. That's what we do. And no, I don't roll 40 or 50 deep. I go by myself everywhere. Still in the community. There's just some of these individuals, you have to be careful with who you're messing with. You just have to. I have to practice what I preach. I started this YouTube channel as an offspring of my work that I do. It just, the first hour is casi puro cheese, man. We didn't talk about Virgilio Aguilar getting set free. We didn't talk about that Mexican migrant that was found wandering for 2 days in the desert after the smugglers abandoned him. We didn't get the chance to talk about Texas allowed by the Supreme Court to enforce immigration laws and Biden administration's legal action to stop that. What does that tell you? What kind of agenda is that? You're telling me Biden doesn't want anybody and everybody to come over to brainwash them to get the vote? Are you telling me that? We're not idiots. We can see through that. Alex Enamorado, we didn't talk about that. There was an update. He's reaching out to all his followers and says, Kim Kardashian, can someone tag her because she does a lot of good? But this is a very controversial figure. For one, Lexit posted, I think it was like 5 or 6 posts ago, a clip of him on Hoodstocks, and I think he's an atheist. I'm not knocking anyone who's an atheist, but I think he's an atheist because he said, your children and my children are safer at a drag show than they are going to church. He said that. Then people want to pull out paperwork and say, you know what, multiple domestic violence and batteries, drug abuse, other things going on. It could be a smear campaign. I don't know. But by just him saying that about the drag show and trying to stray the kids away from church, yeah, brother, I can't. I can't with that. You know, my politics are real easy, gente. What am I going to I got to be responsible in front of the judgment seat of Christ if I tell the Lord, I told him que maten a niños. It's real simple, gente. That I wanted them, I helped them, I wanted to, I helped them take you out of the schools, take you out of the money, the currency, take you out of everything in the name of progress. We didn't talk about none of that, gente. Let's do another one Friday night, gente. We're coming back on Friday night, and we're going to do one live from Chicano Street, and it's going to be 100% substantial. Since most of the time right here, I was talking about fake YouTubers. You got to be careful for. Mostly chisme. Which side do I choose? The 10 DMs that I got. And the podcasters, I said he was going to keep it on neutral street. No, he wasn't. He already staged a fake beef one time with one of the individuals. And so I already know this is just another numbers game, which is good. Get your numbers, cabron. Some people are in it for the numbers. I totally understand. Get your numbers, but I don't believe it. Now, that is a messed up situation, gente. What kind of grown man or grown woman All right, you guys. GCR, I appreciate you. Kicking it with Bean Look. That's right, my boy. Again, that was the wrap up. That's what we did this time. We'll come back on Friday night, gente. My bad. I jumped on Chicano Street late because I was at a soccer game, my daughter. But, man, I wouldn't give up the square life for anything in the world. The square life is for me, cabrón.